We just know we'd be excellent parents. Mike played baseball growing up and has always wanted to teach our little ones the value of...
Stop speaking for me, honey.
How long have you been in an unofficial courtship?
13 years. Married for 10. Dating for a total of 13 years. We've been together since we were kids ourselves.
That's a long time.
Thank you.
It's my job to determine if that time has created an unfavorable atmosphere to raise a new human fit for our society.
We're just a little nervous, right, honey?
You're speaking for me again.
Okay, okay, so we are definitely overqualified for parenthood. I mean, we are both financially stable, we have very established careers, and we can pretty much afford whatever the kid would ever need.
Unfortunately, the state deems what makes qualified parents. I'm sorry.
We're so qualified.
You know what? We're not trying to adopt a kid here. That would make sense. I get that. But now couples that want to have their own biological children have to be approved by the fucking government? It's my right to have a kid. This new law is a violation of my First Amendment.
That's freedom of speech.
All right, whatever, fucker. You know what I'm saying. Okay, if my parents wanted kids, they had kids. If my grandparents wanted kids, guess what? They had kids. If I want to have a kid, I'll damn right have a kid.
Then that kid would be confiscated from your care and become a ward of the state.
Sorry, he's just nervous, right, hun?
No.
Next!
See, this is what you do every time.
This isn't my fault. This is the government being stupid.
Oh, it's the government's fault. Really? Really?
No,
it's the
fault.
government's
You're right.
fault?
It's my fault. Yeah, everything's my fault.
I can see you're fond of each other.
Thank you.
We are
How long have you known each other?
3 months.
But it feels like 3 lifetimes.
What is your previous experience with children?
Well, I used to watch my nieces every summer.
And I'm a babysitter while I go to school.
When a child disobeys your commands, how do you respond?
You go.
No, you go, boo.
Thank you, Boo.
Well, I would be very stern, but not mean or anything, and let them know what they did was wrong and then put them on a timeout.
I would do the same. We're on the same page with parenting methods. That's why we'd be perfect candidates.
Your birthday says you're under 25?
Yes.
That's correct.
I'm sorry, the legislation just approved the bill raising the minimum legal age requirement to 25 or older.
But we filled out the forms prior to all that.
Unfortunately, no. Your official filing date is Wednesday, March 3rd.
You told me you dropped them off weeks ago, Boo.
And why 25? I mean, some people are ready to be parents younger. My mom was 18, and she had me.
I'm afraid research shows that there is higher a rate of success in mental and physical health, as well as financial success in children of parents over 25. But it's not just the age. Unfortunately, your courtship is too new to determine if an atmosphere will be, favorable for a new human.
You mean a baby?
And your finances have not yet been determined. New humans are expensive. Next!
I'm sorry.
State your names.
Lina Moreno?
You are alone.
I guess so.
Age?
33. Just had a birthday last week.
Occupation?
Entrepreneur.
Can you expand on that?
Yeah. So I spent the last 8 years building up my business to what it is today, a 6-figure holistic skincare line for women. I really believe natural, pure ingredients work best. I think we all know that deep down. And as our collective conscious expands, we realize what we put on our body's biggest organ, our skin, it matters. And I really am passionate about my work, which creates a better atmosphere for myself and, possibly a future child.
What is your previous experience with children?
I once was a child. I remember it very clearly.
When a child disobeys your commands, how do you respond?
I'd sit down with the child, get down to their level as to not intimidate them. That's very important. Because instead of telling them they did wrong, I'd ask them why they did it, knowing it was wrong. I want to start creating self-awareness early.
You are the most qualified person I've seen in a while. I was beginning to think that we were going to have a shortage of children. I guess qualified parenthood comes in many forms.
Does that mean I'm approved?
Yes, of course.
So what next?
Oh, yes. Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Have you decided which route you'd go for conception?
I'm not sure.
Well, you have a couple different options. You can review them in your welcome packet. You can partner up with a male approved for, traditional insemination, or you can conceive via surrogate. Everything is in there. Please feel free to call me if you have any questions, as I will be your agent of conception. Which means that I will be monitoring you, and I'm here to help pre-birth. Then you will get another agent, but don't worry, you will be just fine. Oh, and wait until you get an agent of adolescence. That's when your kid becomes a teenager. They are the worst. The agents, not the teenagers. They're the most gossipy ones in the office. Anyways.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I've been wanting something, holistic. Do you think it will help with my rosacea?
I definitely think so.
Next!
We were just nervous. If you could give us another chance.
I'm not nervous.
I said next!
This isn't my fault. This is the
Next.
government being